All right, so now it's story time. And today's story is Anansi. It's a spider story. Anansi and the Tug of War. This is told by Bobby and Sherry Norfolk. And Bard Hoffmeyer drew the pictures. And Miss Teresa has no rights to any part of the Anansi stories. Here we go. Here we go. Anansi and the Tug of War. One lazy morning, Anansi slept on a soft patch of grass. He did not hear Elephant's footsteps. Elephant felt as sleepy as Anansi, so he lay down in his favorite spot without looking. Elephant sat on a top of Anansi. Phew! Anansi grumbled. Elephant lifted his head and looked around. Who's that? What's that? Anansi grumbled louder. Elephant felt something scratching his thick side. He sat up to find Anansi the spider flattened by his big elephant tush. Anansi shook himself angrily until he popped back to his normal shape. Look before you sit, you clumsy ox, Anansi yelled. I am not an ox, Elephant chuckled. I am an elephant. Sorry, Anansi, you're such a little pipsqueak. I didn't see you. Who are you calling a pipsqueak? Anansi replied. Elephant looked left and right. Then he looked at Anansi. Well, since you are the only one in sight, I guess I am talking about you, said Elephant. Anansi said, Elephant, you think you are so big and strong. I challenge you to a tug of war. Elephant laughed. You, me, tug of war? Chuckle, chuckle. Right now I am going to take a nap. Elephant, I will tie a rope around your tail and go to the other end. When I pull, let the games begin, Anansi replied. Elephant just smiled and fell asleep. Anansi can be a very clever spider when he puts his mind to it. He made a long rope out of vines and tied it to Elephant's tail. What do you think is going to happen? Then he ran through the forest to the ocean shore. Anansi yelled over the water, Killer whale! Uh-oh. Is Anansi about to get help in this tug of war? Does Elephant know what Anansi is doing? Do you think Elephant would think it was right for Anansi to get help on his team? Who's on Elephant's team? Anansi, I think I turned too many pages, you guys. I did. Killer whale surfaced in a huge bubbling foam. Anansi, you called my name? Yes, Killer whale, I want to ask you a question. Do you think you are the strongest creature in the water and on the earth? Killer whale blushed and said, Yes, I really am. Do you think Killer whale is the strongest creature in the water and on earth, guys? Anansi replied, I believe I am more powerful than you. To prove it, I challenge you in a tug of war. Killer Whale laughed. You? Stronger than me? Killer Whale, I will tie this rope around your top fin and go to the other end of the rope. When I pull, let the games begin, said Anansi. All right, everyone, listening to this story, what do you think is about to happen? If he ties that rope to the killer whale's tail and the killer whale pulls, who is he really going to be pulling? Let's see. Let's do it, shouted Killer Whale. Anansi, I hope you are thirsty and know how to water ski. Anansi tied the rope around Killer Whale's fin. Then he ran back into the thick part of the forest. He tugged the rope as hard as he could. Elephant knocked down trees. Boom! Uh-oh. Turn too many pages, guys. Here we go. When Killer Whale felt the tug, he dove deep into the ocean. The tight rope snatched Elephant from his napping place and dragged him through the forest. How did that happen? I think it happened because Elephant was sleeping. Let's see. Elephant knocked down trees. Boom, bash, crash. The noise scared the other animals. Ooh, is the whale pulling the elephant? Look. Is the whale stronger than the elephant? Elephant, trying his best to regain his footing, yelled, "What has Anansi been eating to give him this much strength?" Elephant finally dug in and began to pull in the opposite direction. I am not going to let that spider get the best of me. Elephant ran at top speed through the forest, and when the rope pulled taut, what does taut mean? Tight. It pulled Killer Whale from the depths of the ocean. He was water skiing to shore. Does the killer whale know that Elephant is pulling that other side of the rope? Or does he think it's Anansi? This back and forth pulling and tugging went on for a long time. Anansi stood in the middle of the forest watching and chuckling. Anansi untied the rope and walked away. He had taught Elephant and Killer Whale to be much more respectful of smaller creatures. Luckily for Anansi, they never figured out his trick. Do you think Anansi was very, very smart? Do you think it was a nice thing for him to do? Would you tell Elephant and Killer Whale the truth about what really took place? Make your comments in the comments section. I hope you guys are enjoying the Anansi stories. I know I am enjoying reading them to you. All right, till next time. Bye-bye.